the beneficent, the most merciful. All praise is due to Allah, the Lord of the world, the beneficent, the most merciful, master of this day of judgment. Say Allah is one God, and I bear witness that there is no God but one. And I bear witness that the Honorable Elijah Muhammad is his last servant. Good afternoon, my brothers and sisters. Good afternoon. Wait till some of you guys time in before I get started. Be right back. Okay, God has brought the ginger man to the White House because, listen carefully now, America has to pay for her sins that she has committed. The genocide of the native people, the transatlantic slaves that brought us here. You see, the lynching, the killing of us without any thought of justice. Now, do you think that God is pleased? Hey, Rose, the system, you see, is owned by white supremacy. You see, in the political, educational, spiritual, cultural, the economic, legal, wherever you want to see, white supremacy is ruling. So don't get it twisted. But the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said 4 great judgment are afflicting America as we speak. Rain, hail, snow, earthquakes, fire, and many other related plagues. So you see, at tons, millions of tons of water, it's going to drop on America in an area where most of you may live. So you have to be aware of this judgment, because no one will escape the judgment and wrath of God. You see, I represent Jesus, the Pope. Poor fella. He says that he's a member of Jesus. Oh, Lord. He's got to clean up his house. America will have to do a marvelous thing. A square deal of justice, because it takes justice to work. You see, the doing of justice will have checked her fall. Because Jesus says giving a believer, a brother, a sister, a drink of water, and that being an act of goodness. You see, God can prolong their time. You see, God can put a great extension of time. Because, brothers and sisters, no good act goes without its reward. So I want to say, oh America, oh America, where shall you flee? Now there was a ginger man, and that's because we had Obama in the White House. And I want to say, I was under no illusion that Barack Obama would change black agenda. He would have to damn near speak from the whole. And see, 97% of black people voted for our brother. But I was under no illusion that he would have changed black agenda. Now I want you to listen. Listen to me. Our young children was targeted by policemen. See, just because we had President Barack Obama, he couldn't change black agenda. Police brutality on young black children. See, my brothers, there's always 100 policemen. And there's one so-called Negro going through the area in his car and yell, "Get that nigga," to show cowardice ever since we have been here. So when Obama was running, he wasn't running to change black lives. He wasn't running to change black agenda. Now, that's our brother. And we voted for him. Like Tiger Woods. When Tiger Woods hit the white ball, now you might say, That's our brother. But Tiger Woods, he don't claim he's black, but he's Asian, Puerto Rican, white. So, so just because you have a little blood by the enemy, most of us will just claim that over our black self. And I was never under illusion that Barack Obama will change black lives. Now, listen. The title, The Ginger Man. See, they saw Barack Obama, but you didn't see him. You see, he's not like Jackson. He's not like R, you know what I mean? R Sharpin. You know? Well, what do you think of this brother? Well, he's articulate. He's very intelligent. He's smart. But I said that he's not here to change black agenda. See, when it comes to the blue collar, see, this is why the hip hop world is fading and it's dying. The 95% of the hip hop world came out to represent our brother. And you see how many of them represent Barack Obama? See, I just want to show you the lineup here. There's a lineup. They killing the blue collar. See, Snoop, Soulja Boy, Nelly, Rick Ross. Show you that they was puppets of the industry. See, I'm just telling it the way I gotta tell it to you. See, they all have short lives. But I say this before I go. If God is for us, who could be against us? Who can separate us from the love of God? Because God says, never will I leave you. Never will I forsake you. As God, if He's here today and tomorrow and throughout eternity, see, It was an illusion to see that we had a black president in office. I was under no illusion to see that he would run on a black gender. You see, he did not come to run on a black agenda. Because this brother will have to speak for the whole. Like I've been saying, like Tiger Woods, he hit that white ball. But he's not claiming at the end of the day he's black. See, it didn't surprise me that Obama would change. Matter of fact, police brutality on young black children. Didn't we lose Trayvon Martin? Was a lot of black lives killed? Correct me if I'm wrong. They humiliated black young children's brothers. See, there was no president besides John F. K. that will speak out in a whole. A real man that came out and speak out for the so-called nigga. You see. And you see, when every step is taken, precautionary steps should be taken to provide such person's safety. See, when you ride in an open car, you see it's a needless risk, especially when they are a political official. Step has to be taken to provide such person's safety. And all precautionary steps have to be taken. So when it comes to assassination, when it comes from Abraham Lincoln, James A. Garfield, William McKinley, President John F. Kennedy, and Huey P. Young, a U.S. senator, was shot. And all he says, share the wealth. There is no freedom, justice, and equality for the so-called Negro. Ever since we have been here. But now, you see it been 6,000 years. The devil have been on this planet Earth. It has just been one war after another. See, it shows you that you cannot live with them in peace. Because peace was never in a nature or right race. See, they can practice goodness, but even if it's not in them. See, a remnant of them will survive, But the majority are going down. And they are taking a very chance of it and deceiving you and I. That's why they got these Grammy Awards. They know exactly what they're doing in Black History Month. They know that. Even though Beyonce didn't probably know she would be nominated, she got a Grammy. Look at Kendrick Lamar. Don't you see any? Don't you see the humiliation? Beyonce, look, man. I want y'all to peep the strip. Beyonce got her Grammy because there's a lot of people, a lot of YouTubers. Big shout outs to them YouTubers, man. A lot of them know Beyonce was on those freak offs parties with Diddy, man. Every time she seen Diddy, she had a big smile on her face, man. See, everybody missing them parties, man. Ain't no party like a Diddy's party. Ain't no party like a Diddy's. That's what the people missing. So Jesus, Matthew. Let's go to Matthew 24th chapter, 38 and 39. There was people that was eating, drinking, marrying. So in America, the people will be eating, drinking, marrying, party as you do. To all of a sudden, in the days of Noah, people did not pay attention. So when the sky all of a sudden started to set in, when the clouds started to darken, and the sun can't give no light. In the days of Noah, it rained 40 days and 40 nights. You don't think in this modern time that we are living that God will allow it to rain in 40 days and 40 nights? Don't think. That God will allow it to rain 40 days, 40 nights. He told Noah, in the days of Noah, it rained those 40 days, 40 nights. He said, never again will I allow it to rain in 40 days and 40 nights. But this is what God says he's going to bring on the earth. 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 7 says, the earth, the earth is reserved it for fire against the ungodly for the day of judgment. 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 7. Now 8. For the days of the Lord is like 1,000 years. And 1,000 years is merely like a day. So the Lord is not slow in keeping his promise, as some will count slowness. But see, he's going to be very patient with you, not wanting anyone to perish, but that all should come to repentance. You see, if God is for us, who could be against us? And who can separate us from the love of God. See, this is why you have to be